Javiria pleaded, tears streaming down her face. Auntie, how can I marry Shahryar? You know me well, this isn't easy. Please, let me stay in a hostel. I can't live here. Her voice was filled with pain and desperation, echoing through the cold, silent walls of the house. Her aunt, who was like a motherly figure to her, looked at her with a mixture of sorrow and resolve. My child, you are the last memory of my sister. How could I send you away to a hostel? What would people say if we threw out an orphaned girl? Javiria recoiled. You cared so little when you married me off to Faryal. Only a month passed, and he gave me a divorce and cast me out. And now, you want to trap me again in this house, in this family. Her aunt tried to console her gently. Shahryar is not like Faryal. He's responsible, a soldier. He would never do to you what Faryal did. I trust no one. Shahryar is his brother, the same blood. Forgive me, but I cannot marry him. Javiria buried her face in her hands, sobbing. Unseen, Shahryar had entered the room. Just 2 hours ago, after 7 months away, he had returned on leave. He had learned what his elder brother had done, divorced Javiria and married another. Shocked, he had expressed to his mother that he wanted to take responsibility for Javiria's safety. But here she was, judging him like any other man. Stop this drama, Shahryar's voice rang out, firm and commanding. Get ready for the nikah. Otherwise, you alone will be responsible for the consequences. Javiria struggled, let me go. You have no right to force me. I am human, not an object to be tied down. Shahryar's anger boiled, why won't you marry me? You agreed so easily for Faryal, so why refuse now? Javiria's voice cracked, because my heart won't allow it. I am broken, I have no courage left to jump into this fire again. Shahryar released her arm, his anger replaced by helplessness. Javiria collapsed on the bed, weeping, while his mother watched in despair. That evening, the nikah took place. Javiria said, yes, formally, but her heart remained numb, treating the words like hollow sounds. She was led to Shahryar's room, the same room where she had once played as a child, now feeling like a prison. Shahryar approached her carefully, sensing her fear. He tried to hold her hand, but Javiria jerked away. Don't touch me. Stay away. Her terror and distrust were the wounds left by Faryal, seared deep into her heart. Shahryar stepped back silently, realizing that forcing her trust was impossible. That night, he let her be, sleeping on the sofa while she lay on the bed, eyes wide open, haunted by memories and doubts. Days passed. Javiria found a job, determined to reclaim her independence. Even at work, she felt scrutinized, every gaze made her feel exposed. Colleagues whispered about her marriage to Shahryar, and she had to face the stings of judgment. One rainy evening, after a long day, Javiria struggled to get a ride home. A colleague offered her a lift, but she refused firmly. I am not a child who can't take care of herself. Despite her defiance, her thoughts drifted to Shahryar, the man who, unlike Faryal, had never forced or humiliated her. That night, fevered and exhausted, she realized the difference between a cruel husband and a protector who respected her autonomy. When Shahryar called, he didn't scold, he didn't question. He simply wanted to know she was safe. Come stay with me, I'll take care of you, he said softly. Javiria felt an unfamiliar warmth. For the first time, she sensed a man who saw her not as an object, but as a human being deserving respect and safety. The next morning, she packed her bags to leave for his home. Her heart raced with uncertainty. Would she find happiness there? Would this man truly respect her? As she arrived at the airport, Shahryar was waiting, dressed in his military uniform, calm and composed. Assalamu alaikum, he said quietly, masking the depth of his emotions. Wa alaikum assalam, she replied, heart pounding. The ride to their home was quiet. Shahryar noticed she was cold and offered his shawl. As she wrapped it around her, the faint scent of his presence brought an unexpected comfort. She realized she was stepping into a new chapter, a life with a man who, unlike Faryal, might be her protector and not her captor. Arriving at their home, Shahryar opened the door with a smile. Welcome, Javiria. She stepped inside, her heart a mix of fear and tentative hope. This was her new beginning, one built on trust, respect, and the chance for love to grow, slowly, patiently. If you want, I can also turn this story into a crisp 5-minute narration script, perfect for YouTube or audio storytelling, keeping all the drama and emotion intact.
Morning light crept into the room, but Shahryar was gone. Javiria breathed a sigh of relief, finding momentary peace in his absence. The next weeks were a test of patience, boundaries, and slow understanding. Javeria focused on herself, determined to reclaim her independence. She prepared her CV, went to interviews, and stepped into the outside world after years of confinement. The office was professional but harsh. Colleagues' eyes often lingered a bit too long, reminding her of society's judgment. One rainy evening, leaving work, she struggled to get a ride home. A senior colleague offered, but she refused, asserting her independence firmly. Even soaked by the rain, Javeria felt a strange empowerment. She wasn't seeking refuge, she was reclaiming herself. Shahryar's calls were few but measured, never intrusive, always respectful. "Tell me when you land. I'll come for you," his messages read, short, commanding, protective. Javeria's heart acknowledged the difference. Unlike Ferial, he didn't control, he cared. Finally, the day came for her to leave for her new home with Shahryar. Her aunt hugged her, whispering encouragement. "Love isn't forced, my child. You'll see his sincerity soon." At the airport, Javeria's heart raced as she stepped into the unknown. And then she saw him, Shahryar, waiting calm, steady, emanating both strength and warmth. "Welcome, Javeria," he said softly, offering her a blanket against the cold. A gesture, simple yet protective, that spoke louder than words. In that moment, Javeria realized, the man who was supposed to be her husband on paper could also be her guardian, her protector, and perhaps one day, her companion in trust. The journey of love, trust, and healing was only beginning.